Hi, this is Joe DuPont, and I'm talking to people who may be concerned about Senator Robert Casey of Pennsylvania and that of Arlen Specter about their views on mandatory health insurance. It seems that the debate is only whether or not the insurance will be there'll be a public option or there won't be a public option, which means either the insurance companies get all the insurance business there is to get, and obviously they would like that, or the government gets some of it, creating more federal jobs with more pensions, just what we need. We can't afford to pay the pensions of current federal state employees now, and so what we'll do is we'll create even more people. In any event, they're not discussing mandatory health insurance, which is kind of interesting in that the President of the United States, Mr. Obama, when he was senator and running in the primaries, he said on TV, it's on the internet, I have it on one of my YouTubes, you can hear him say for himself that he disagreed with Hillary Clinton and he was against mandatory health insurance. Well, he said that to get elected, and he got elected, and now that he's elected, he is going to fine me and put me in jail if I don't go along with this lie. He is going to essentially have Obamacare, it's health care at the point of a gun. That's what it is. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that what our people died for when they invaded France and all these major battles, guys spilling their blood? Matter of fact, people today spilling their blood in Iraq and Afghanistan, just so that the leaders, like Carney, like Congressman Carney, can allow the government to come and fine you and come into your house and take you away, kicking and screaming at gunpoint if you don't buy their health insurance. Now, the argument is always, well, we just can't let people not have health insurance. Well, why not have burial insurance? Force everybody to have burial insurance. And it doesn't matter, if you're a family of, let's say, 3 kids and husband and wife, you should be able to have burial insurance for 5 people, right? I mean, after all, if they can't afford to bury the kid or bury the mother or the father, who's going to pay for it? Us. I mean, you could use the same argument. So why screw around? We're going to have burial insurance. The argument they try to use is that it's just like car insurance. Well, if you don't have a car, you typically, don't have to have car insurance. But I'm thinking here, using the same mentality, why don't we have everybody who doesn't even have a car buy car insurance? Because they could steal a car, their kids could steal a car, and then who pays for that? I mean, this goes on and on and on and on. These talking points that the Obama people have. It just it makes me sick, and it's totally unconstitutional. There's never been anything like this. I was pleasantly surprised to find out that my assemblyman, or he should be my assemblyman, Matt Baker, is trying to introduce a law giving Pennsylvania citizens protection under the Constitution of Pennsylvania. And now a lot of people say it's futile and it won't work, but who cares? At least he's trying. I give him credit. My hat's off to him. The next time he runs, I will send him money. Apparently there are exclusions in this health bill for people such as the Mennonites, the Amish, I think the Christian Scientists, and AFA, American Family Association, has a company that advertises, and they have kind of they don't call it insurance. What you do is you give them, I don't know, $200 up front, then you give them $125 a month for a person like me. But you don't give it to them. They send you an envelope with an address of who you should send it to. And so when people have medical issues and need to get medical bills paid, we send these checks to those people. And they've been doing it since 1991, and they claim they will be covered under the exclusion. And so if worse comes to worse, I might do that. It'll be like a form of tithing, and I'd rather share my wealth with people in actual need. And these are people who aren't living dangerous lifestyles, and it's a select group of people who have opted to live a fairly healthy life. And so I really don't feel as bad as that. I actually would probably feel good helping someone who, for no fault of themselves, is ill. But you know, this whole health insurance thing goes back to our food is all contaminated, artificial colors, artificial flavors, hormones, growth hormones to make the animals grow faster, and to genetically engineered foods, fluorination in the water. It goes on and on. You know, if they're really concerned about our health, they'd ban hot dogs, anything with nitrites in it. But they don't care. They keep on saying, well, it's saving lives by using nitrates. Well, you know, it's saving lives by using filters on cigarettes, but just eliminate the cigarette. But they tried, you know, prohibition a long time ago, and they tried to force people to do that, and that was law, and people went to jail. But eventually, they changed the laws. I just personally feel that this mandatory health insurance is very, very evil. It's the start of a slippery slope, because if they can justify doing that, they can justify anything. There is nothing that they can't do by just saying, oh, it's good for the majority of the people. Well, I guess it'd be good for the majority of people if they took all the money from the top 2% of the people in terms of income and spread the wealth. I mean, that would be good for the people. It'd be bad for the 2%, you know, but you could use the same mentality. Overall, it's a good deal. So we have to be careful what's going on in this country, and like I said, we have people dying overseas to give people freedom, while our tyrant elected officials are being paid off by lobbyists to do their bidding. And anybody who thinks that there's really a big difference between Republicans and Democrats really should wake up. Prior to George Bush, I really thought there was a difference, but after George Bush just let the borders go, it was obvious the disdain he had for those who were on the borders, American citizens donating their time to protect the borders from drugs and illegals coming across, and he was upset. And the way they set up those border guards, him and Gonzalez and Sutton, they should all be in jail for what they did there. That was definitely, they got the word that you better make an example out of these guys. And that's the only reason why Bush commuted the sentence or whatever he did to it, was just so that there wouldn't be another trial and all these people would have been implicated. In any event, so if you don't think that there's any difference between the parties, because they're not, and they're just two sides of the same coin. And it's taken me 60 years to figure this out. Duh. But at least I know it. I'm on to them, and more people are getting on to them. And the Federal Reserve. I mean, the more chaos there is here, the more money they make. They're working on basically this whole global warming thing and the ClimateGate now. Now they're finding out that Al Gore's buddies were faking data because they didn't want the public to know the real truth, because they wouldn't have gone along with Al Gore making money. You know, a big issue here is tell your senators, tell your congressmen that you want Al Gore's ass in hearings to find out what the hell is going on here. What the hell is going on here? So they did it in England. They found out that a lot of the stuff he had in that movie was bullshit, and yet they finally stopped the government from sending that movie around and brainwashing kids. And that's what we're being done to us. We're being brainwashed, and we got to really get back to basics, because this country is just a hair from just going over the edge in terms of treaties that would sign everything away. We got to stop it. We really have to stop it. Mandatory health insurance is no friggin' good, and Al Gore is no friggin' good. And Obama, you are the biggest liar that ever lived, and you want to put us in jail and fine us just so you can perpetuate your lie. Joe Wilson, you were right. He's a liar, but even you wimped out. You took the soft ground. So that's it for Mr. Robert Casey. Robert Casey, please don't vote for this, because if you do, you'll never get elected again. Vote against this health bill. Thank you.